Hello children, today I am going to explain you the chapter The Last Leaf. The writer of this chapter is O. Henry. Let's talk about the author. O. Henry was a prolific American short story writer. He was a master of surprise endings who wrote about the life of ordinary people in New York City. Now, in this chapter, it is truly said, he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. And this is shown in this chapter. The theme is power of hope. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Sub-theme is optimism, sacrifice, love and friendship, and trust. Main characters of this chapter are four: Sue, Johnsy, Mr. Bearman, the doctor. Now, let me tell you the short detail about the characters. First is Sue. She is a very kind and considerate person. She always thinks about the well-being of her friend. Johnsy. She wants to paint the Bay of Naples. She falls ill with pneumonia and believes that when the last leaf of the vine tree falls, she will die. Bearman. In spite of fierce character, he has genuine affection for Johnsy. Now, let's see what is given in this story. It's the story about the two friends, Sue and Johnsy. Sue and Johnsy were two young artists. They lived together in a small flat. It was situated on the third story of an old house. Johnsy fell seriously ill in November. She had pneumonia. She was worried. She sent for the doctor. But the doctor told Sue that Johnsy had lost the will to live. Medicines will not help her. Sue tried her best to make Johnsy to take interest in things around her. She talked about clothes and fashions. Sue brought her drawing board into Johnsy's room and started painting. She also whistled while painting. Johnsy looked at an ivy creeper outside on the wall. It was shedding its leaves because it was autumn season. Johnsy was counting backwards from 12 onwards. Sue asked what it was all about. Johnsy told her that she would die with the falling of the last leaf. It would happen in 3 days. Sue called it nonsense. She also told her that she would be all right soon, but it had no effect on Johnsy. Bearman was an old painter. He lived on the ground floor. He was 60 years old. He had a dream that one day he would paint a masterpiece, but he had no success so far. Sue told Bearman about Johnson's strange fancy. Both he and Sue went to Johnson's room. Johnsy was sleeping. They saw that the ivy creeper had only one leaf left on it. It was raining. It seemed that last leaf would fall any time. Johnsy awoke from her sleep. She looked out of the window. She looked at the last leaf. She asked Sue to look at it. It was green and healthy. Johnsy looked at the leaf every hour, but it didn't fall even in the stormy evening. This revived a will to live in Johnsy. Johnsy accused herself. She called Sue. She admitted before her that she had been a bad girl. She told Sue that she was very wicked. The last leaf had shown her that. Now she felt that it was a sin to want to die. She then asked for a mirror. She had lots of hot soups also. Next morning, Sue told Johnsy about Bearman. Bearman was ill for only 2 days. The guard found him on his bed. His clothes and shoes were wet. He was shivering in the stormy night. He had painted the last leaf on the wall in that night. He had caught pneumonia and died. Sue asked her if she had not wondered why the leaf had not fluttered. She told her that the last leaf was the masterpiece of Behrman that he painted in the rainy night when the last leaf fell. So this was about the chapter. I hope you are clear with the story. So read the chapter thoroughly. Thank you.